What's going on, everybody? Futuro Productions here. I'm back with another video, and this is gonna be a little different. It's my 300 subscriber Q&A special. So, yay! We reached 300 subscribers. I think the total count it's 301, but we've reached it. Never thought I got this far, and I have to say, I think it's due to the big boy footage that I uploaded earlier last year. Last year because I was at 150 in like February of last year, and then we doubled that amount. It's like, thank you guys, like, so much. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, it's just mind-boggling how far I've gotten. Like 150 in February, and then like 250 after the summer. It's been a heck of a ride, and I love you guys for it. So we're gonna do some Q&A questions here. Most of the questions I have in this video are going to be ones I've looked up to ask, well, to tell you guys who I am, why why the whole thing I do is why I do it, stuff like that. Generic questions that for YouTube, and then I got two Q&A questions that I got on one of my other videos. So we're gonna go do those. So here we go. Okay, so first question. When did I start YouTube? I started YouTube May 29th, 2007, but I didn't really upload anything until between my freshman and sophomore year of high school, so that would have been 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. And they were really this old crappy Thomas the Tank Engine videos I made, and I've deleted them since, but I wasn't proud of them, and I quit YouTube for a time because it wasn't that great. And then in 2013, I got a live steam locomotive that kind of reinvigorated my love for doing YouTube, video work. And I have all these little home movies that I made on an old tape recorder, like from the 90s, like old school stuff. And surprisingly, they still worked. So it still worked. So I don't know where those tapes are. If I ever find them, I'll have to digitize them. But they're like really shitty. But yeah, I just started getting back into YouTube video work, and then I got my locomotive. I built it. It was a kit. Then that became my very first video in 2014. I think October, I want to say. But that was my first video, and I was using Windows Live Movie Maker, which is not what I'm proud of. But that's when I got started in YouTube again, and I think I was more inspired by Trains and Transformers because Transformers, the live-action series by Michael Bay, actually came out around 2007, that in July, and that started a whole new wave of people who are fans of Transformers, and then people actually started making these Transformer-themed videos, like with the little action figures, stop-motion animation, and that really inspired me to do my own thing, because my love for trains kind of outweighs my love for Transformers. But yeah, that's how I basically got started in YouTube. I've been doing it ever since. So 2014 is when I officially, truly started YouTube. Okay, second question. Where did I get the name Future Rail Productions from? That one's a fun one. So I basically got that from Back to the Future. So in Back to the Future, I'll put in the scene here, but Doc basically comes back from the past with a souped-up steam locomotive that's also a time machine. And so I was kind of inspired by having my name as Future Rail Productions because the whole time travel aspect, and then the railroad bit of part 3 where they actually pushed the DeLorean up to 88 miles an hour with a steam locomotive, and then I guess a steam locomotive of the same type became the Jules Verne time train. So basically it was kind of a win-win situation, my love for trains and my love for Back to the Future, which could be then so I just basically combined the two loves together, and boom, Future Rail Productions. Productions I just got because I feel like I want it to be official, so that's where I got my name from. Third question. Do I have any pets? Hold on. Yes! One cat. This is Toothless. Toothless because she looks like the dragon from, well, How to Train Your Dragon. Come on. Look at this. Doesn't look here's a comparison. Here. Doesn't this look like the dragon? Come on. Alright, go on. And then the other one I have. Hold her to roughly. This is Miley. She's a Ret Terrier. Found her one winter. We took her in and all that. So, actually, the sad thing is, we think she was left when she was a pup, and so we took her in, and the vet said because of how cold it was that winter, she probably wouldn't have lasted the night had we not took her in. So, and she has her own little fair share of problems, but she's a good dog. Yes, you're good. Yes. All right, off you go. But and then the third one, Susie. She was a beagle mix. The whole family's torn on what she was. Blue tick healer. I thought she was a Dalmatian mix, but she passed away December 31st of last year. So it's a little hard to talk about her. I miss her a lot. But she, give me a minute here. This is literally the only thing I had on hand. She was a good dog. We made a lot of memories together. Insert some clips here. But yeah, that's the third question. On to the next one. Fourth question. Have I met anyone famous? Yes, I have, actually. I've met Ben Jones, who played Cooter Davenport in The Dukes of Hazzard. Funny thing is he actually was a senator. Or was it So I think he was a senator, a U.S. senator. Pretty sure. I'll have to look that up. But they actually put that into the Dukes of Hazzard reunion, the very first reunion, because there's two. There's Hazzard reunion and then Dukes in Hollywood. No, Hazzard in Hollywood. That's right. So I got to meet him. I got a signed autograph. Got to sit in a General Lee. So yeah, that was fun. Hoping to knock off John Schneider, Tom Wopat, and Catherine Bach, because that's going to be a lot of fun to do. And then David Tennant, the 10th Doctor. That was probably the best day of my life. Had it not been for the last time I was with my ex-girlfriend. She was, let's just say, a little bit of a something that rhymes with witch. And she broke my heart, and I was pretty much on the verge of suicide at that point. I don't like talking about her. I'm not going to name her. She knows who she is, so if she watches this, I don't really give a fuck. But David Tennant, I have a photo with him. The ex is also in it, but I cut her out because why the fuck not? But he was, oh my god, he was like the nicest guy. Like I was like giddy the whole time. I even dressed up as the 10th Doctor because I'm a big fan of cosplay. So, like, wow, this is like a trip down memory lane up here. But yeah, I met him. He was amazing. I wanted to ask him a question. I actually got into the line at the Wizard World Comic Con for the question and answers thing. My question for him was, if J.K. Rowling handed you a script, would you reprise your role as Barty Crouch Jr.? Because, fun little fact, he actually played Barty Crouch Jr. in the fourth Harry Potter film, The Goblet of Fire. He's a really cool guy. Like not Barty Crouch Jr. the character. He's really creepy. He's like with his tongue and shit. This is probably gonna get demonetized now. But yeah, David Tennant. He's just the nicest bloke ever. Like, he's Scottish, you know, he has that thick Scottish accent. Like, I can't even recreate it because it's that thick, you know. And I'm not Scottish, so but yes, he was this nicest guy ever, and I enjoyed meeting him. Like, it was it was awesome. I actually filmed the entire experience, but when the girlfriend broke up with me, I deleted it. So, but I'll insert some of the footage if I can find it from the actual trip, because I think I kept all the footage. I don't remember if I did or not. I'll have to look, but I'm pretty sure I kept some of the footage from the con. I can even throw some of the photos in. And then the year before that con that I went to, I actually got to see a DeLorean time machine that they had there, courtesy of Oliver and Terry Holler. Love you guys. They're members of Team Fox, which is a research for a cure for Parkinson's, which Michael J. Fox has it. So, yeah, that's the only famous people I met. So, next question. Okay, next question. Last film you watched? Frozen 2. I love Frozen. It's probably one of the best movie series out there. I mean, people are going to disagree with it, but I don't really care. Next question. Okay, so we got our very first user-submitted question from Arizona Ghostwriters. Hey, Futuro, you got a few interests that we've seen on here. Any others we haven't seen yet? One moment. Transformers? Titanic? Back to the Future? Video games? How to Train Your Dragon? Frozen? Herbie the Love Bug? Pixar? Disney? Outlander? Musicals? Obviously, there's too many to count, but good question. Okay, next question. What did I dress for Halloween last year? Old West Outlaw. Nothing else. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Titanic, duh. Next question. If I could only choose one, would I rather go to Paris or London? Ooh, that's a tough one. Paris is a city of love, but it's also a cesspool of, you know, not best sanitary-wise. London, just because of Big Ben, 10 Downing Street, Doctor Who. Pretty much that's the only reason why. Alright, wine or beer? Neither. Jim Beam whiskey, not sponsored. Can you impersonate someone famous? Mr. Potter, our newest celebrity. That was my Alan Rickman. That's literally the only thing I can do. What is my favorite animal? Dog. Can't go wrong. The little one is sleeping right there. Okay, it's our last question, and it's a user-submitted question. Hey, Futuro, what is your favorite engine of all time? Oh, steam engine. Steam locomotive. Ooh, now that's a tough one. I have let me give you my top 3, at least. I thought about this one long and hard. Number 3, Union Pacific, number 119. I just love the classic lines of the American 440. Nothing like it. The Jupiter would be in the top 3, but I don't know. Jupiter, let's go with both Jupiter and 119 for the top 3. They're both beautiful engines, and they're pretty much the same wheel arrangement, just different looks. So let's go with those for the top 3. Second one, Pierre Marquette 1225. I've never had the pleasure of seeing it in person. Well, except through a TV screen, because the engine is actually the real life Polar Express. Its basis, its design, its whistle, its steams, its sounds was all used in the animated film. So, yeah, that's definitely another one on my. That's definitely my top second one. Now the first one, number 1. That one is really tough. I'm torn between 3 of them. Nickel Plate Road 765, Union Pacific Big Boy number 4014, and Sierra Railway number 3. I think my heart will always go to Sierra Railway number 3, because I got to see that engine in person. I've always wanted to see it in person because it was used in Petticoat Junction. It was used in Back to the Future, and I went to the Back to 1885 event, like the first annual, and they actually put the engine behind the DeLorean and they jacked it up, so it was like popping a wheelie. I mean, I even got to ride in the DeLorean on the same tracks where the filming actually took place. So that was pretty mind-boggling, and I just loved doing it. Anyways, that's all the questions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time for the next video, which should be April 11th, and it is something I talked about in this video. So if you can figure out what that is, just watch the video, listen carefully, and see if you're right. April 11th. Should be April 11th at 7:30 a.m. So keep an eye out. Anyways, I'm Futurale Productions, and I'll see y'all next time.